Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we were diving into a topic that's been buzzing in financial circles for years, the Iraqi dinar. For a long time, the IQD has been a symbol of both immense potential and extreme volatility. But now, in 2025, Iraq seems to be at a major turning point. With a booming oil-driven economy, sweeping banking reforms, and new strategic partnerships, there's a fresh wave of optimism. So, the big question is, could the Iraqi dinar really become the next major currency in the Middle East? Let's break down how Iraq's economic progress, central bank policies, and global strategy are setting the stage for a stronger, more influential dinar. Over the last few years, Iraq has made incredible strides in rebuilding its economy. After decades of conflict and instability, the government has shifted its focus to economic diversification, rebuilding infrastructure, and implementing crucial financial reforms. As a result, Iraq's GDP growth rate has rebounded, fueled by rising oil production and a welcome surge in foreign investment. Now, we all know oil is Iraq's lifeline. It accounts for nearly 90% of government revenue. But here's the game changer. The country has started investing heavily in other sectors like agriculture, construction, and manufacturing. This strategic pivot is designed to reduce its overdependence on oil exports, giving the dinar a much more sustainable foundation, one that's backed by real, diversified productivity, not just oil money. At the heart of this transformation is the Central Bank of Iraq, or CBI. The CBI has been instrumental in stabilizing the dinar and rebuilding investor confidence. They've rolled out a series of reforms aimed at controlling inflation, maintaining stable exchange rates, and cracking down on illegal currency outflows. But perhaps most importantly, they are pushing for greater transparency in all foreign exchange transactions. As we move through 2025, the CBI is doubling down on modernizing the banking system, tightening regulations, and improving how it manages its foreign reserves. And it's working. According to official reports, Iraq now holds one of the largest foreign currency reserves in the region, exceeding $100 billion. This massive reserve gives the bank incredible power to defend the dinar's value and ensure the market remains stable, which is exactly what you want to see in a strengthening economy. For decades, Iraq's economy was deeply intertwined with the US dollar, using it for almost all trade and imports. But the global economic landscape is shifting, and so is Iraq's strategy. The government and the CBI are now actively promoting the use of the Iraqi dinar in trade with key partners like China, Russia, Iran, and Turkey. This gradual de-dollarization is a strategic move to boost demand for the dinar in regional markets and solidify its international standing. By building trade channels that rely more on its own currency, Iraq can strengthen its monetary sovereignty, reduce its exposure to external currency risks, and increase the dinar's circulation both at home and abroad. This isn't happening in a vacuum. It mirrors a broader trend across the Middle East, where nations are looking to reduce the dominance of the US dollar in regional trade. Now let's talk about geography. Iraq's location is a massive strategic advantage. It sits right at the heart of the Middle East, sharing borders with major economies like Iran, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. This prime position makes Iraq a natural hub for trade, connecting Asia, Europe, and the Arab world. And the government is capitalizing on this with ambitious infrastructure projects. The most notable is the Development Road Project, a massive corridor designed to link Iraq's southern ports all the way to Turkey and Europe. If successful, this could transform Iraq into a key logistics center for the entire region. As these trade routes expand and more goods flow through the country, the dinar's role in cross-border transactions will naturally grow, giving it more weight and influence in regional commerce. It's not just geography that's putting Iraq on the map. Foreign investors are taking notice, too. There's a renewed wave of interest in the country, with billions of dollars pouring into projects in energy, housing, finance, and agriculture. For example, Chinese companies are heavily investing in Iraq's oil and construction sectors as part of the Belt and Road Initiative. Investors from the UAE and Saudi Arabia are signing deals to develop renewable energy projects. And European banks and businesses are actively exploring partnerships with Iraqi firms. This influx of foreign capital is great news for the economy. It improves Iraq's foreign exchange inflows, supports its balance of payments, and ultimately enhances the dinar's value. The more stable and investor-friendly Iraq becomes, the stronger its global image and its currency will grow. One of the most exciting developments in 2025 is Iraq's massive push toward digital banking and fintech. The CBI has launched a suite of policies to promote electronic payment systems, online banking, and digital wallets for all citizens. They're even exploring blockchain technology to monitor transactions. This modernization isn't just about convenience, it's about boosting financial transparency, reducing opportunities for corruption, and helping the dinar integrate more seamlessly into the global financial system. A modern, efficient banking network allows for faster international transfers, which could eventually make the dinar a much more attractive option for global traders and investors. It's a critical step in bringing Iraq's financial infrastructure into the 21st century. Of course, we can't talk about the dinar without talking about oil. It remains Iraq's most powerful economic asset. As one of the world's top oil producers, Iraq benefits tremendously from stable or rising global oil prices. In 2025, oil exports continue to generate billions in revenue, which helps the country build up those record-high foreign reserves we talked about and reduce its budget deficits. The CBI strategically uses a portion of this oil revenue to maintain the exchange rate stability and strengthen the dinar. Beyond that, Iraq is also diversifying its oil export routes and upgrading its refineries. These moves are designed to increase profit margins and ensure long-term financial security, which provides even more underlying support for the dinar's value. So, with all this progress, will the dinar become a regional power currency? While it isn't an internationally traded currency just yet, the signs are pointing towards it gaining significant regional importance in the coming years. For that to happen, Iraq must continue on its current path. It needs to maintain political and financial stability, successfully expand its non-oil sectors, strengthen its anti-corruption laws, and improve its international banking relationships. If Iraq can tick these boxes, the dinar could absolutely emerge as a trusted regional currency, used for trade and investment across neighboring countries, much like the Saudi Riyal or the UAE dirham operate today. So, what do the experts think? Well, financial analysts are cautiously optimistic. Most agree that a dramatic overnight revaluation is unlikely. Instead, they see Iraq's current trajectory as building a solid foundation for long-term, gradual appreciation. International observers are highlighting Iraq's impressive efforts in expanding its digital and financial infrastructure, reducing its dependency on the dollar, and improving transparency and governance. The consensus is that if these positive policies continue, the dinar will steadily strengthen and gain recognition within regional trade and banking systems. To wrap it all up, the future of the Iraqi dinar is deeply connected to the country's journey toward modernization, stability, and economic independence. With a rapidly improving economy, bold central bank reforms, and a growing international presence, Iraq is methodically laying the groundwork for the dinar to become a major Middle Eastern currency. Yes, challenges remain. Political uncertainty is always a factor, and the need for continued reform is critical. But the progress made so far is undeniable. The Iraqi dinar might not be a global powerhouse just yet, but its potential is real, and in 2025, that potential looks stronger than ever before. What do you think about the future of the Iraqi dinar? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one.